What's going on, everyone? Back with another reaction for Scoop, coming out on Netflix. It's a film about a Newsnight reporter in the UK who had a infamous interview with Prince Andrew. I guess it's just Andrew now. Randy. I guess he's not the prince anymore. I think he was stripped of all of his titles and stuff. But it's kind of sad, really, how the Epstein thing and all of that stuff has kind of dropped in its newsworthiness, and in the news cycle it kind of just disappeared before old Donny boy got ousted, and like it was more in the news because people on both sides really like using it for political fodder. But yeah, Andrew's interview, I guess he makes ridiculous claims about why he couldn't have met the young woman who was trafficked by Epstein, and Epstein's what's his friend there, the confidant, the woman who was not even recently, she was sent to prison for sex trafficking, which is really crazy because she was convicted of sex trafficking, like human trafficking, sex trafficking, but it never came to light who she was trafficking to, like what rich people. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, think about all these like rich, powerful people. They just get away with stuff, right? Like, they just get away with it. So yeah, but Prince Andrew said he was like eating pizza the night that Guthrie, the young woman, said that he met her, and that he can't sweat anymore or something like that. Something to do with his sweat, and just a bunch of like ridiculous claims. And the royal family is like a big joke. Like, what about Prince Charles? Not Charles. Yeah, Charles. His friendship with what's his name? The old TV presenter dude, really creepy looking, who was also sexually assaulting people for years, even like vulnerable people with mental handicaps. He was like assaulting. And you telling me Prince Charles didn't know about that? What was his name? I forget. Jimmy Savile. Yeah, like Jimmy Savile. Like, come on, man. All right, Scoop, let's get to it.
An hour of television can change
Love
everything.
Gillian Anderson.
3 women and a whippet. Wouldn't have seen that in a BBC studio when I started.
The allegations surrounding Jeffrey Epstein include his friend Prince Andrew.
Sam,
Let's stop pushing the palace.
I want it for us.
You're chasing a story that we're never going to get.
This is the work. My job is booking the people we can't just call up.
Hello, everyone.
You have a problem that won't go away.
We're looking at options. But there is a red line. I've never been smuggled into a palace before.
Did the book.
If I do an interview, the question is, why you?
With respect, you know how people see you.
Spell it out.
Brandy, Andy.
He's familiar too. So is this is how it went down? Like, they had they had a discussion, a meeting beforehand to say like, well, you're not going to ask me about this, are you? Because I don't, my image besmirched, and this is the royal family that you're talking to. So, how do you plan on conducting your interview? And then when she gets, I've never seen the interview, so she's going to get to the interview and just blast him.
With respect.
Everything's changed. The FBI are raiding Epstein's home. You can't stay silent. South drawing room, 2 chairs, 6 feet apart.
It's like a Western.
Make no mistake, if we don't get the tone right, the story won't be him. It'll be us.
Your Royal Highness.
Oh, Gillian Anderson did the.
Tomorrow night, in an unprecedented interview, we will hear from the Duke himself.
I thought that all went very well.
All across the world, every paper, on every news channel, this is the story.
Go away!
This is only going to get bigger.
This interview, does it matter?
Yeah, it matters.
Crazy stuff. All right. Yeah, Gillian Anderson's great. Going back to Scully, I really like her as the detective in that show, The Fall, where she plays a detective hunting a serial killer in Ireland. It's really good stuff. And of course, as Scully in X-Files. She's just a great actress. Yeah, it looks okay. Like, there's been quite a few of these sort of based on pretty topical events, sort of like, what do you even call them? Like, they're not biopics, they're like docu thrillers. Like, I don't know what you'd call them. I want to think, going back to like The Big Short, like these types of movies that they dramatize events that are still relatively fresh in the memories of the zeitgeist and more or less relevant, and people can still, oh yeah, I remember that was only like 2 years ago or something like that, right? I can only imagine when they get like a Trump movie about the I'm surprised there hasn't been a film developed yet about the old Resurrection Day, like Resurrection, what do they call it? Insurrection, the Insurrection Day on the U.S. Capitol. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Gillian Anderson, always looking good. All right.